DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. For me in ball, like when I was building up my game and I started working on my game, for me, my main thing was always to be like this all-around player. I wanted to be a player that once I started playing, actually to backtrack a bit, once I started playing, I saw what I could do and I saw what other players could do. And even the stuff that I couldn't do, but I started working on, I could see that I was starting to develop some abilities. I decided that my ability was going to be that there would be no holes in my game. That was my goal, that there was going to be no skill on the court that I could not do. So that doesn't mean that I was going to be 100, rated 99 in every single thing in basketball, but it meant it was not going to be any one thing that you could say, all right, well, we can't have Dre do that because he just can't do that. You know how you might have some players who are great rebounders and great around the paint, but they can't dribble, so you're not going to have them bring the ball up the court ever. Or you have a player who does great on offense, but they can't really guard anybody, so you keep them off of, you don't match them up with a player who's good. Or a player who might be good at stealing the ball off the dribble, but they don't really grab any rebounds. Or a player who could get to the hole, but they can't shoot. Or a player who can shoot, but they can't handle it. So I wanted to be a player who could do everything. So if that meant somebody who could make an open jump shot, create their own shot off the bounce, guard anybody, grab a rebound, play above the rim, be a ball handler, be a player who could play off the ball, a player who could play on the ball. I could defend somebody who likes to post up. I could defend somebody who likes to dance with the handle. I wanted to be a player who could do all those things. And as I continued to develop and I started to see those skills start to show in my game, that's all I did. That's the only thing that I focused on. So it's really two different ideas I'm giving you here in this video. So we'll probably break this up into two videos. So let's just talk about this one and I'll give you the other one in a separate vid. But for me, it was being that all-around total package player. And I knew I was a total package player probably around like age 17, 18 when I got to my senior year of high school when I finally made the varsity basketball team. But then my sophomore year college coach, he was the first person to actually say it to me. Like I knew that I was, but he's the first person to actually say it or admit it or point it out to me. He was like, Dre, look, you got the skills, because I wasn't, at that point, it was like early in the season. I don't think we'd even played the game yet, but he was saying to me like, yo, you got the skill to be the best player on the team. You got all the abilities. You are a total package player. He said you can dribble, you can score, you can play above the rim, you're the best athlete we have. Like that became, by the way, athleticism became like my thing. Like in college, that was my calling card. The thing that people remembered about me, or just one thing you noticed, was that this dude can jump, he can run, he's an athlete. And then even playing pro ball, it was the athleticism. And then when my knees was bothering me one year, probably about halfway through my career, my knees was bothering me, so I started really focusing on my outside shot. So those became my two things. It's funny that those two things they seem like opposites of each other somewhat in basketball. Maybe not so much these days, but anyway, he told me, like, you're a total package player. You got all the skills to pretty much do anything. Anything that anybody on this team can do, you can do it. So you need to start asserting yourself and playing hard in practice, because that was really my thing. I wasn't really playing hard in practice. I wasn't being consistent in my effort every day. So he was trying to figure out, like, what do I need to tell this kid to get him to start, showing up. So the point that I'm making here is I wanted to be that all-around player. And I tell players these days, you need to figure out what your power zone is going to be. What's the thing you're going to do that everybody's going to know you for? Because not everybody's going to be like myself or whoever you may think is a total package player, because not everybody has all those abilities. Not everybody's going to have the athleticism to play above the rim no matter how bad you want to. There's only so high you're going to be able to jump. I mean, if you're 5'7", maybe you can dunk, but you're not going to dominate a game by playing above the rim because you're too short. Even if you jump as high as you can, somebody else 7 feet can jump half as high as you, they still going to get the rebound over you. So you can't affect the game that way, but you got to figure out what your zone is going to be. What's going to be the thing that if somebody asks you, what's your game? Sell me on yourself in one sentence. What is that? And it needs to be something that's tangible, something that's applicable that you can say, look, you can watch me play and see this. Not I work hard, or I'm a winning player. Those are the soft skills, and they may be true, but you need something that you can say. Like, look, coach, you need a knockdown three-point shooter. I'm the dude. You need somebody who can handle the ball against pressure. They're not gonna be able to press us or trap us because I got the handle, and I'm gonna get everybody the ball where they need to get it. Or coach, you tell me where we need to start our offense every play. I will get the ball to that spot off the bounce, guaranteed every time. Those are the skills you need to be able to sell. You can say, look, I'm going to control the rim area. Anything within 3 feet of the rim, I got it. Offense and defense. Or something like what I would say is, look, put me on the team, and whatever that team needs, I can do it. So if you need a shooter, I'll do that. You need somebody who can just be a defensive stopper. Just guard the best player on the other team and slow them down. I'll do that. You need somebody to be an athlete who can grab rebounds and finish around the rim. I'll do that. You need someone who could be your number one scorer, the go-to scorer, and lead the team in terms of putting the ball in the basket. I'll do that. So whatever skill this team needs, I can do it. There is nothing that you need that I can't do. So that was for me. For y'all players out there, you need to figure out what that's going to be for you. And it's not so you can go around and talk about it. It needs to be so when you get on the court to practice, to work on your game, you know what's the thing that's going to make you stand out. When you go to a tryout, when you go to an exposure camp, when you join a new team where nobody knows you, you go play pickup somewhere where don't nobody know you, and you need to sell your game, you need people to know what you're about. You need to know what you're about. If you don't know, then how's anybody else going to know? When you know what your power zone is, that's the best way that you can sell your game to other people. And again, selling doesn't have to be what you say, it can be how you perform on the court. But you need to figure out what that's going to be for you. Work on your game. And oh yeah, in the game group, my membership platform, the game group, I'm going to help you players out there to get your game into that zone, figure out what that zone is going to be for you, narrow it down, and then mold your game and your practice and your performance around whatever that area is. You can get all the information on the game group at dreallday.com/membership, or is in the link down below in the video description. If you're ready to get serious about your game, you want some personal coaching, the closest thing you could get to having me as your coach is to be in that game group membership. So any of you players asking about that, that's where it's at. Work on your game. dreallday.com. Nobody out there needs more information. What you need these days is a strategy, frameworks, processes, how to actually take all the information that's out there, all the knowledge and content that's out there, make sense of it, and actually produce a result, a tangible result. That's why I created the game group. It is my membership site where you will get tangible results for specific areas: business, personal development, basketball skill, and professional basketball. Choose your area of focus, and we have targeted, specified outcomes every single month, along with live trainings, the ability to contact me, have your work critiqued by me, and a whole lot of other stuff. The link and all the information is down in the description at dreallday.com/membership. Get in the game group if you're ready to get some results and not just a whole bunch of information. Let's do it. Work on your game.